Well, greetings everyone. It's Gio, and I am coming to you from Southampton, England, and I am staying in the VOCO Hotel, formerly the Holiday Inn at the cruise port here in Southampton. And it's recently been renovated and turned into a VOCO, which is one of the boutique hotels of the IHG brand. We booked this months and months and months ago for a one-night stay prior to our cruise. So I wanted to hop on here and just give you a quick little rundown of the hotel, and we're going to give you a little room tour, and then at the end, we're going to let you know what we thought of staying here and any tips and tricks that we might have. So if that interests you, please stay tuned. And as always, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and be sure to share the video if you could.
We are Gio and JC. Welcome to our channel.
All right, on with the room tour. We came right off the lift and we are staying in room 508, which happens to be a king room. So let's enter. And after you enter, immediately on the left in this room, you have your hanging closet, a little shelf space. Looks like that is a interesting, I think it's like a molded hanger. I've never seen one of those, so if you know what that is, put a comment below, or perhaps it's something that you use to iron. Not sure. And then in here, got the safe, regular hangers. There is an iron down there, so perhaps that's what that hanging piece is. Hair dryer, some more shelves. And you have a little tea kettle, coffee station. Turn on the lights. There we go. And I believe you have a mini fridge, a real mini fridge. It actually looks more like a beverage cooler. Perfect. Then you enter the bathroom. Nicely appointed. You've got the commode, relatively small. Single sink. Nice mirror. Makeup mirror. I do like they put some extra shelving over here behind the toilet, which is good. Cute artwork. Do a little spin around. Nice walk-in shower. Removable shower head. And some nice soaps. And we just checked in, so bear with us with all the luggage. This happens to be an adjoining room, so if you're looking for that, you can get that. We're not adjoining. Nice large TV. Juan Carlos is going to give us a wave. And this room happens to have a nice king-size bed. I do like the artwork behind the bed since we are at the port. Got a nice big ship design behind there. And on either side of the bed, you've got night lights, which is great. Little lamps. You've got your UK outlets. And it looks like we've got some USB ports. So that's good. And you get a couple chairs, a little sitting table, another mirror over here. And I'll spin back around because there was one mirror I forgot. There is a full-length mirror if you need that. And there you go. That is our king room here at the Southampton. Stay tuned for more. We're going to show you the grounds, the lobby, and let you know what we thought of staying here. The hotel is an old Holiday Inn that has been completely renovated, and it sits directly next to the cruise port. As you enter the hotel, you can definitely see that they've done an amazing job with the recent renovations. There's an interior that's filled with a modern touch and a little bit of nautical touch to it as well. And you're even given a drink station with some nice fresh water with lemon. The front desk is open and airy, and the staff was incredibly friendly. There's a great bar right off the lobby that serves amazing cocktails. Right off the lobby, there's a fitness room. For some reason, I couldn't get in with my key, but as you can see, it looks very well appointed. This is a little overview of the bar area and the cafe area. As you can see, the bar is very elegant, very modern, well appointed. You can even get coffee at the bar, a little tip from us. There's great seating in and around the bar, and then the restaurant itself has some amazing seating as well. Here we are showing you the elevator.
Please mind the doors. Doors closing.
We didn't mind the doors.
These elevators are tiny too, by the way. So if you have a lot of luggage, you can pretty much just do like 2 people. Without luggage, maybe 4 to 6 people. Just FYI.
And it is very rude.
The elevator, yeah, the doors close fast, and they
No, they will
squish
let
you.
you know if you're overweight.
It didn't do it to us, but so a poor lady who climbed on and they told her she had to get off. The elevator actually said that. This restaurant serves breakfast in the morning, so I encourage you, if you can, when you book your hotel, get breakfast included. The following morning we had breakfast included with our stay. So here's a little overview of the menu and the offerings. It is a breakfast buffet, and let me tell you, they have everything that you would want to start your day. And if you're going on a cruise, there's no better way than to start the day with a nice big cup of Java to get you going and ready to board that ship. Now I'm going to take you around the buffet and just show you all of the offerings, from the beverages to the food items. And as I mentioned, the hotel is directly across from the city cruise terminal. All right, so we've jumped into the future by a couple, 3 weeks. Juan Carlos and I are now back home. In the haste of getting ready to get on the cruise ship for our cruise to Norway that morning after breakfast, we never filmed our opinions and thoughts about the VOCO Hotel. So we're back here to do that now. So real quick, we're going to give you our opinion about what we thought of the hotel itself, how it was staying in the hotel, the comfort, the room, etc. And then give you a little, the only mishap that we can share about staying there. So why don't you start? What do you think? What are your memories of the VOCO?
Overall, it was a good experience. It's absolutely super convenient to stay there if you're gonna take a cruise, which is what most people go there for.
I think so too. Yeah.
So because it's really like walk distance. Like, I do recommend that if you don't have a lot of luggage, just walk. There's not even need to get an Uber or a taxi or anything. Just walk. It's really close.
It is
Super convenient. It's also close to the let's say the downtown, the center of the city. Yeah, it's walkable totally. Beautiful little city. Yeah, with everything that you need. Shopping mall, restaurants, cafes, and just walk around. It was great. Plus the weather in this time of the year was beautiful. So yeah, we were lucky. And again, the room was fine. The bed was comfortable, and the staff in the hotel was nice and helpful. The breakfast was actually good. They had
very good.
Yeah, they had a good selection. Nice little restaurant right there, and yeah. So overall, it was pretty good.
And the cocktails were good too.
Yes, that's
Yeah. The night before, we sat
that's
at the
right.
bar and had a nice cocktail. So yeah, as Juan Carlos said, the convenience of the hotel definitely makes sense if you're going on a cruise out of Southampton. This is a perfect place to stay. As he also said, it is walking distance. Now, the caveat to that is it's walking distance to the terminal that we were sailing out of. But the Southampton cruise port itself is quite large. So double check with the ship, whatever cruise line that you're sailing on, in the distance from the hotel. Pretty much it's walkable, but if you have a lot of luggage, it might be a challenge.
Yeah, it might be a challenge.
But you can also schedule a cab, and let me talk about that, because the night before, or the day before, when we checked into the hotel, I scheduled with the hotel front desk a cab to pick us up because there were 4 of us with quite a bit of luggage, and we thought it would just be a lot easier to get in a cab and go directly to the porter and drop off our luggage. We arrived at the time in the morning after our breakfast with all of our luggage and waited in the front, and there were a lot of other guests of the hotel also waiting. Realize Southampton itself is not a big city, so that means there's not a lot of cabs. So what that meant is I think they just rotate cabs through and through. So about a half hour after the scheduled time, we went back to the front desk and we're like, hey, do you know what's going on? And the front desk person basically said, hey, we can't guarantee anything with regard to the cabs. They just come when they come. They know that you have a scheduled pickup, but unfortunately the pickups don't always happen the way they're supposed to. And for us, again, luckily the cruise terminal was right near the hotel, so all of our bags were rolling bags. Now, am I going to say that it was easy? It wasn't necessarily easy rolling everything over, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I say it wasn't easy. There is a walk path all the way there. Realize, though, that walk path is not the same surface the entire way. So you have some cobblestones, you have some bricks, you have pavement, you have uneven surfaces. By the time we got to the terminal, we were all pretty exhausted from schlepping our luggage because we had big bags. It wasn't like, oh, it's super easy. Was it horrible? No. But I say that because I want to be honest, and we're always honest, and give you the feedback that, you know, if you do have a big, heavy 50-pound plus bag, rolling it to the cruise terminal, it's not going to be a smooth, easy walk.
It's not as smooth, but again,
but it's
it was not a
doable.
problem.
It is doable. Anyway, I'm not going to belabor that, but just wanted to give you the heads up on that. I agree 100%. The room was comfortable. The temperature, air control system in the room worked great.
Yeah.
The shower was great. The water pressure was great. All of that was good. Pillows were comfortable. Love that.
Clean room.
The room was clean. As we said, the hotel has been renovated literally in the last 6 months. So I think 6 to 8 months maybe. So it's really relatively new and modern. Overall, I would definitely recommend staying at the VOCO by IHG. And if you are going on a cruise, it's the perfect place. And also, as Juan Carlos said, it's nice that you're in walking distance to the town, too. We did, when we arrived at the hotel that afternoon, put our luggage in the rooms. We took a stroll through the downtown. There's an old fort that you can walk through that we did. And then we found our way towards the mall where we had dinner. It was great. So if you have some time before the cruise, I do recommend spend a day and go out and explore the town of Southampton. It was very friendly. The people were nice. And it was nice.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah. So with that being said, would we stay at the VOCO on our next cruise out of Southampton?
See.
Yes, we would. And anything else you want to share?
No, I think, again, just we do recommend that hotel. Recommend.
Yeah, definitely. I would stay there again, for sure. So, as we always say on this channel, happiness is
A lifestyle.
We appreciate you watching. And as I said at the beginning of the video, and if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for?
Subscribe,
Yes.
like, and share.
All of those good things. And until next time, everyone, safe travels and be well.